Yeah, so you're in Sweden for the first time,
That's correct.
and only one show.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be here, and how's the tour been so far?
I'm stoked to be here. It's the first time, like you said, it's the first time in Sweden. I feel like I'm coming back to the motherland of metal somehow because Meshuggah's from here, and I love Meshuggah. So I'm stoked about that. The tour has been good so far. It's been really cool. I mean, we've had already 3 days off, kind of, because of like Euroblast and travel.
Yeah.
But the shows have been great. You know, us and Tessa kind of go really well together.
Your latest release came out this year.
Correct.
What did you do different on this one compared to the older ones? And what new areas and styles did you explore?
There was actually a lot different from this album. We had probably the most people working on it. It was Misha Mansour helped out with it. Diego Farias of Volumes also helped, and Adam Getgood from Periphery as well helped out with the producing of the album. We put real drums on it. This album also featured more music that I wrote. There's a lot more different than the previous albums. Yeah.
Did you feel like you could do something you haven't done yet with the help from the other people?
Yeah, we're all, we're influenced by those people. Like we appreciate Misha's, input. We appreciate Nali's input. We appreciate Diego's input. So to have them actually collaborate with us was the most, if you will. It was just the best solution for us to be able to like pool their influence into what we wanted to use.
What do you think is the best and the worst thing about being an only instrumental band? And if you had to choose one person who would do vocals, yeah, who would be?
All right, I'll start off with what I think the best thing has been so far is that it has allowed us to like go across all the subgenres of metal, more or less. Like we've done a death metal tour in the U.S. We've played with Meshuggah. We've also played with Deftones and then bands like Thrice and Circle Survive. So it's a huge spectrum of bands that we've been able to play with. That I think if we had vocals, we wouldn't have been able to do all the stuff. The downside is that I don't know if we'll ever be as big as a band with vocals. I don't know what the cap is. I think we've already surpassed like the first expectations that we had when we first started. We didn't really know. We were like, where is this gonna go? Who do we tour with? What scene do we belong to? So yeah, I don't think we'll be ever as big as I don't know, Asking Alexandria or Meshuggah. I don't know. It's anything's possible. If we had to do a singer, I don't know. I would say some female singer.
Oh. You also have side projects.
Yeah.
What's going on with them at the moment? And do you feel you could do more in them than with this band and the other way around?
With my side project Mestis, I essentially started it in my bedroom, just with riffs and ideas that I had that I thought were, deliberately not, animals. There's obviously influences, but it's definitely more of my just kind of like, let me not worry about Animals as Leaders fans, let me not worry about, trying to sound like Animals as Leaders. It was just right. Currently I'm working on more music for Mestis. I don't have just a release date for anything new just yet, but I do have a good number of songs that I'm going to do full length at some point soon, maybe early next year or something like that. Tram, that was just kind of a one-off thing. It's been a while now. It's a cool project, but it was just too hard to kind of make it all together. With Mestis, it's just me, so it's easier to deal with.
If you had to choose between touring the world for the rest of your life with only one song, or for the rest of your life only play one show each year with all the songs, what would you choose?
One show a year with all the songs. I think so. Makes it more special.
Yeah. What animal would you like to?
If I was an animal,
No. What animal would you want to have as your leader?
A ferret. Do you know what a ferret is?
Yep.
Yeah, it's like a little weird, long, fairy animal. I don't know. Just that. You ever seen the movie Beastmaster? It's an old '80s movie.
Maybe.
It was like almost like Conan, but he had two ferrets that he would always let loose and.
Sure. Yeah. Speaking of your fans, how do you, go about writing music? You feel like you have to write a certain type of song to please your audience?
No. In the beginning there was no fans, and music was just written just because Tosin wanted it to sound that way. Even everything that I've always done, it's been. When you write music, the idea is you're writing music how you think it should be. Sure, we have fans, but at the same time, every song that I've written, every song that Tosin's written, it's like he wrote it for himself. Didn't write it for a fan. It's cool to have those fans, but initially the purpose of writing the song is just to kind of please the self in certain ways. I think it's important to kind of keep the fans in mind, but I wouldn't write around what the fans' expectations are, because I don't really know what fans' expectations are. People, especially with being instrumental music, people make their own interpretations of what each song is and what each album has become. It may or may not have anything to do with what we were feeling in the moment when we were writing. So, no.
So, what do you have planned for the upcoming year?
Just touring a lot. We'd like to tour. Just that, really. Try to hit up as many more international dates as possible. We're about to do our third U.S. tour this year, so I don't know how much we'll do in the U.S. next year, but a lot of other parts of the world.
Okay. That was everything.
Cool.